we can't just magically make the place clean and they're going to pay for it. Any of these clauses that do get in the contract, I mean, that is evidence to a court, if it ever goes there, of what was the intention of the parties as it relates to the transaction, specifically an item in the contract, whether it be the cleanliness of the home or otherwise. There is a discussion with clients that this is what you're legally entitled to. Contractually, this is what is supposed to happen. But what happens if it's not? First off, for the vast majority, I would say 99% of these terms, they are not material in the sense that you cannot back out of a deal if the home is not professionally clean when they say it's going to, or there is some damage found to the property. I mean, material, it's got to go to the essence of the contract. Are you still getting the home you said you were going to get? And that is something that client has to understand, is that if you do find out about an issue, whether before closing or on the day of closing, it's not material. It doesn't give you an out. You can't not close on that basis.
A lot of people do walkthroughs day before closing. Like you just said, even if they walk through and the place is not clean, they really at that point are in the same position then as if they were a couple of days later to ask for money off. Or
they are. I mean, the walkthrough can always be a good thing to, like you said, you can be proactive in that regard to see what are we getting into here as we get to closing. And sometimes, that can lead to discussion between counsel as to, hey, it's not clean. Contract says your client will be in breach of a term. Can we negotiate a holdback at that point? Is this something that the seller is willing to engage in that regard? But if not, if there's a refusal, there's a rejection in that. I mean, ultimately, you're going to close on a deal, and then it's up to the client, the buyer at that point, if they want to pursue a remedy. I tell clients, like, ultimately, you're going to have to decide how much time, money, and emotion you want to put into this. I mean, so, some clients will pursue a $300 cleaning bill. It's on principle and something they're comfortable pursuing through small claims, and they're fully entitled to do that. Other times, it depends on the price tag. If there's water damage that's discovered once we're in there and it was clearly contemplated, or it was a misrepresentation that could cost tens of thousands of dollars, then obviously there's potentially more of an appetite to pursue that through legal means. And so every client's different. But I think part of our job as part of the closing process is just to be very clear of how that works. Because I think, to your point, Taylor and Matt, there's sometimes this, unfortunately, as much as we wish we were the Harvey Specter or the Bulldog, we can't just magically make the place clean and they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, it's tough because we make these perfect contracts and we add everything in there, but not a lot of teeth. There is for the bigger things, right? Like you mentioned, there is for sure. But for the smaller things, there's not a lot of teeth behind them.